Hello, Jerry, Dabe, Idle Champions.
You. Chat.
Sponsor stream.
Mustache?
Yes. Well, no, only mustache.
Do you want to talk about it? Because
No,
I think people in chat that hadn't seen it yet might.
Well, they might be scared.
Yeah.
It's like...
I'm not a cop.
No, I was just going to say...
I wore a turtleneck so you didn't think that I was a cop.
You're trying to project an anti-vibe of that.
Disestablishment.
No, exactly. A revolutionary vow. You know, there's a zeal.
Yep.
Over here. No.
Thank you for that.
No, my dad...
We're going to your dad's zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as soon as you're talking about facial hair, it happens.
No, I get you.
He came home once, and he had shaven like all of the hair off his face, and I'd never seen it in my life. Mm-hmm. And I thought that a stranger had come into my house.
Yeah.
And I just cried and cried.
I've heard that
and hid under
times.
the table.
I'd like to point out really quick, this isn't for anyone at home, there's a level of grease and use on the WASD zone, and I wanted to point that out because it's
my gosh,
very specific.
There's a richness. Mm-hmm. There's an unctuous richness.
That's like glossy only in these keys.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's a sign that it gets used.
I support it. I support it. Hey, no, so this, you were poking around in here, and it looked different down south.
Yeah. So I haven't checked out the Dragon Heist I guess any of the quests, and it seems that Waterdeep is looking very fresh and different, and includes an underground section.
This is so fresh and so clean. So these are new missions. So obviously it makes sense if you look at everything else they've done. It's all tied into the specific books, right? And so Dragon Heist and the Mad Mage, like those were sort of like the sister products that came out at that time.
I had
tabletop
no
side.
idea that these were books.
Yeah.
There you go. See, ignorance. Information. It's good. I recognize Tomb of Annihilation because that's what that was. That special
for sure. Yeah, there's TOA, and then Descent into Avernus.
Yes.
That's the new shit.
Yep.
And then Dragon Heist was really sort of like a two-part product.
Yeah, that was Jaraxel, right?
On the cover.
I feel like okay.
Yeah, it's basically split up into two.
I'm learning.
Experiences basically. Yeah. So it's interesting that they have had a chance to tie into some of that stuff down deep. But this looks like a fucking board game to me.
It looks like Lords of Waterdeep, right?
I feel,
is that what I'm supposed to feel?
Yeah. I feel like I should be able to put meeples somewhere on here and derive gold per turn.
Yes.
Like, obviously, Codename Entertainment, you know, we are but the purveyors of a humble sponsored stream. But consider a meeple option.
Consider a meeple.
Consider ye the meeple.
Meeple cereal. Meeple cereal. That's all I got, really.
Meeple syrup.
Meeple syrup. Perfect. Actually,
it's real good.
It's way better than
this is now you know. Now you know how I came to be so.
Maple bars.
Yeah, exactly. That's also good. So what are we going to chew up today?
So we're actually going to focus on patrons, which is as I'm not actually very well versed in patrons. I know that they kind of let you redo quests with modifiers on top. I've chosen to activate my friend up here. You can see Mert the Moneylender.
Exactly. So this isn't the favor as we described before. Jean Favreau.
It's a different Favreau.
Yeah.
You earn a different currency when you are doing patient missions and quests. And perhaps chat and anybody that can help fill in, they just kind of let you redo old missions with different constraints.
Oh, mods,
yes,
basically.
Exactly. And they're usually a lot harder, so they are kind of meant for like in-game stuff when you're just easily be able to loop stuff.
Mega grinds?
Like, all right, let's do some patrons because then I can earn some new currency.
Well, Moo's saying that patrons are fun, but also that they force them to rethink how they do formations.
Oh, yeah, it's very specific.
It's puzzly, right?
Yeah, and I do love that portion of it because it does feel like a little puzzle game in my Idle Champs, which at first you're just trying to earn all this favor and kind of find your single best formation, but this one's going to be like very specific.
It isn't about that. So tell me about Mert the Moneylender here. You're at 8% on him. What do you get after you give him earn enough favor?
If I were to hit any of these quests, you can see my rewards are Ruby Coin, which is his currency, and then influence. If I'm doing some new quests, I get influence. Yeah,
interesting.
And so you can see here, it seems like his restrictions are. They seem to be different per. His specific patron restrictions are only good and evil champs, so no neutral champs.
Okay, so it limits your builds.
Yeah. And then like this one's like only champs with Dex 13, so it's only good and evil Dex 13. So it's like your pool is very limited, so you're gonna have to try to make it work the best you can.
Right.
And 325 is not a joke. Like making
325 is fucked up.
I have a fair amount of favor in these spots, so it's like I know I will get through, but it's still not very easy.
Well, I mean, where we capped out here, was it 360 that one time?
Yeah.
When you and I were playing? It was 360, and you had to play a completely different game. It was no longer idle. It was like active champs, active champions of the realm, where you had to basically ride everyone's ults manually to progress at all.
That was very fun.
I agree. So what I'm saying is that 325 is no joke. That's not that isn't like lean back and grind. That's like you have to have your shit together.
Yeah. So Chad is saying that there's Mert and who's the other one?
Vajra.
Vajra. Both of them have different stuff. So if I swap her in and go to the exact same quest, hers are constitutions of 14 or higher.
Oh, so only the toughies.
Yeah. So it
Dex or
and then I get a different currency instead of the rubies. I get the symbol, and then I also get the influence. So each of them is different, and then I believe they have their own section of the shop where you spend their currency that you get.
Oh, their ruby coins.
You get more globals and whatnot. So it does affect global.
Like the other favor stuff.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, if you're already 8% in on Mert, we might as well just keep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like I just picked him first because at the time his was a little bit easier to complete. My bad.
And you love money.
And I love that money. And I hear he has a buff that makes the challenges, because they do challenges that reset every Monday.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening there. It's so far that I haven't divin in. That's a correct word.
Let's shoot.
So
divination.
Yes. Let's just start this Nimbless escape. I think 275 is totally doable on stream.
Oh yeah.
325 could be a little far to push it on stream right now from the start, but let's just get in there.
Let's see what we got.
And I think I might have hit accept and back at the same time, so we'll see.
That's fine.
What randomness chooses. All right.
Oh. Look at this rich narrative content.
I love it.
Oh, Jerry and Dabe are playing Idle Champions. We got to get this.
What's that?
Jerry and Dabe are playing Idle Champions of
you're
Forgotten
right.
Realms.
If I could only remember how to use the mobile or the controller UI. How do I play this game?
He's restricted.
I'm just gonna die.
He's restricted, so you can't pick it.
I need to swap him out. But I forgot to do that. That's why. All right, so of my tier 1, I can't put anyone in.
Shit.
All right, I think we get Korth is our option here.
Yeah,
this is going to be a very specific.
I was going to say, do you have a solid Korth?
My Korth is
he's got some shit.
He's got some gear.
It seems like you've been opening a box or two.
What is the? Yeah, you're right. I got to throw out some familiars to carry my early game until I get some stuff. So we're just going to do this. Just load them up. Get 6 on the board.
So get those clicks. Get that click damage pumping.
So I'm not like losing the fight every turn. That's. Yeah.
Oh yeah, these little.
All right, so they're gonna be bickering for a little bit, and I'm going to recruit my squad.
Try to get somebody else on there.
Oh, I really don't have that many options. I do love Spurt, so I'm into it.
It's not a word that I like.
It's not a great word. I think early enough. I'll just group them up together until I can figure out the squad.
You know I'm ready to idle.
We got
yep.
Jaraxel
So I am.
and Ishii.
How's your Jarlaxle?
Pretty all right, I would say.
He's dressed?
Yeah, he has an alternate costume, which is nice. He's decent for the DPS and gold fund early. Calliope, for sure, gonna swap in.
Matic, this is in fact Dabe.
With the mustache?
Yeah. Well, don't be startled.
You can't tell sometimes. Evelyn, she's, you know.
We know, but I mean, I'll have to talk to Anna next time I see her at a show. I'll have to talk to her about what it's like to be like auto include.
Yeah. Jim, unfortunately, is neutral.
Yeah, he can't be a part of this.
So yeah, we'll just bring in Minsk, who will be more DPS. So
get that boo.
Let's do my line of DPS in
the mix.
In this line, yeah. Well, we'll do all things as appropriate when it's time. I'm just gonna make sure I click on the right shit.
Yeah, I saw that you mentioned that, Moo. I can only imagine your torment.
She's a good support in the back line, so I'm down to have her. And
Bracken's heaping praise on Rosie.
Our very own Rosie?
Yeah, as a DPS beast in this configuration.
That sounds wonderful, actually. We'll make sure that Rosie gets in there. So we do have Dritz as an option, who I don't get to use that often.
True.
So I think it's time. Although that does make us very DPS heavy, so we're gonna have to figure this one out on how to position our friends.
So that we can endure.
Yeah, Tara,
but ultimately, but you do get a 2-tank scenario at least on this.
Yeah.
Right.
So for this, oops, I'm in the wrong spot. We should. Rosie's in this one. So,
what a funny costume!
Oh yeah, that's the Bee Stinger costume, the Bee Stinger Halloween costume. Let's throw that halfling monk in there.
Are there other cool Halloween costumes?
Yeah, there's a pirate Brunor that came from
that works?
The Dinar event, and who else is? I have a Strix Bee Stinger costume as well. They effectively look the same-ish, but on
That's
Strix.
funny.
And then who else has some good costumes, like Halloween-y? I mean, we have the, balloon sword. Jaraxel's pretty good. I don't think I have any of this. I missed the Hitch skin, or else that one's pretty spooky.
Oh.
All right.
That's so great.
Hey, it's our friend Todd.
It really is. So what do you think of?
It really is.
We haven't had a chance to talk about it. What do you think of?
I like Everin or whatever. I think he's very fun to use.
Yeah, he has a cool deal.
And I liked doing his missions were very fun to try to get like the mirror images to maximize.
Yeah.
Like his stuff was very fun. Plus it looks just like him, which is very
Yeah, plus it looks like a friend of ours.
I actually met Todd back when I worked for Penny Arcade Report. And I wasn't even PA, and he was working,
shots?
he was working Forbes, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, he was.
So we met
on Forbes
at
for
a
a while.
Halo tournament during PAX.
Nice.
That I was like photographing, and great dude. I really like Todd. Honestly, I don't know the correct build in this situation.
I was thinking Bracken is saying this might be the one time our big bad evil dragon lord. I assume we mean Arcan the Cruel.
I would assume so, right? Is it time?
Dragonborn should be slapped up in front because almost never, right?
Yeah, and then I can use not usurp the other one, right, where he's in the front line.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we need more money for that, and I need to put some familiars on leveling up my friends. And you know how I am. We got to be very specific about this. So we already know we got to get Boo. Evelyn. I'm feeling this. Calliope. You have any feelings?
Calliope.
That's how I said it for a long time. I don't want to hear it.
I'm just living that life.
Yeah. Expert do that. Oh, Draxel.
Because Armoire loves Calliope.
Crowy.
Big fan.
Korth. Go for more green shit. All right. And then let's go birds. Just go Bizzle Chicken, Rosie, this kind owl, and Ark will give the mimic, because I like the mimic. All right.
I'm loving it.
Yes, okay. So now everything's gonna get upgraded, and we're gonna have to do some path choosing. Now,
oh, wow.
yeah, so Mince gets to choose favorite enemy, and there are many types of enemies.
Oh, always, right?
Usually if you know kind of the quest line, you're used to, like if you're hitting it a bunch, you're gonna see.
Yeah.
I don't know the quest line. Or
well, if Zents are making their move, it's gonna be humanoids.
Yeah, so let's use your knowledge, your ancient knowledge, to just pour it in there. So I think you're probably right. Valor is my choice almost always, up the DPS. So this effectively is Gold Find or Neutral Ally. I think it's a buff of him based on that. So I'll actually go into that because I would like to see what that is once we finish all these upgrades.
Yeah, these birds can't even get on the screen. Centipult.
So, for Spurt,
ooh, that's fun.
As soon as I got him, everyone was saying go Centipult, and I want to know if that is true or not still.
Centipede net.
Centipede net.
It's one of his basics?
Now also applies, so it's a buff that applies to 2 slots away from Spurt. So depending, he'll probably be in front middle-ish, right?
Yeah. To maximize?
Behind Evelyn, maybe? I don't even know all the way. Or Kobold family. So this is just the effect of Kobolds which I have none. So Centipult is probably the way, right?
He tosses. I've never heard the phrase "helpful centipedes" in English spoken.
Yeah, I don't think that's an English language. That might be a first, really. So right now we have, again, Group Tactics.
Ooh.
Helps champions that are adjacent to him do more damage against marked targets because he marks targets.
Yes, or not adjacent.
Or not adjacent against marked targets. I guess it depends where we want to put him, but because we have so much DPS, I think that rapid training makes it more of a... What do you think? What is better?
That seems right to me, but I would love to see what somebody else said. Because there's a lot more people who are not adjacent.
Yes, I would say...
But Garwar is really smart.
Garwar, I have to respect out of how much further they've gotten than I have, so I'm just going to listen.
Yeah.
Anytime I see that orange name, at least on our screen, it's an orange name pop up.
Yes, it's about straight damage, right?
Yeah. I know Korth works great with Krond, right? That's a good combo. And unfortunately, Krond is disabled, even though I did a whole bunch of his chest to gear him up because I was needing it. I realized auto progress wasn't on, so we've just been on pounding away at level 1.
I was going to say, because we were fucking these people up.
Yeah. Just been destroying.
But now our shit's ready to go.
Yeah. So now auto progress is going, and we should really power through for a bit.
Yeah, this is the thing I like about this game.
Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm.
Well, for sure. But one of the things I like is that invariably, no matter how things break down, there's always somebody who uses a champion that we don't use, or uses a configuration that we don't use, and they're able to find success, like in their their milieu.
I like learning and understanding why the things that they're doing different than me work.
Yeah,
and that's a big part of it for me.
But because it's balanced like that, it also makes me want them to. I want them to play around with this balance.
Yeah.
I want to do other things with my toys, right?
So now I actually do want Krond adjacent to a bunch of people because anyone he's next to will get his group tactics. So I think here would be efficient, but it might not be a great move because then it does move Minsk to the back line, so he's not getting the Calliope buff and a few other things. So
it'd go down.
We're gonna move that around a little bit, try to figure out the best spot for him. So we'll swap him back. There we go. Swap.
I like green numbers.
Live for Korth will do. Yeah, chat, feel free to help me figure this one out.
Well, Gary says no Rosie.
Well, I mean, Tyrell is a better... Ooh, my number went down a bit, but I know from playing this game to not trust that as much. You're more looking at that.
The alt.
So I know we're a compelling duel because there's going to be 2 people in the front lines. That's effectively it.
Split them.
Tyrell will have better support, and we don't need as much DPS, but I was mostly just helping represent our friend Rosie. But maybe when we have to, we'll swap her out.
Ank says Jackson Callie for a switch.
I usually switch Jax and Callie. All right. So that number went down, but I trust.
Thank you, Garwar.
Thank you, Garwar. We appreciate that. Front row behind the tanks, that is.
This is what I mean. Like,
oh, sorry, Valiant. My bad. So we're trying to stack to get the top row, correct?
Right.
So we want our highest DPS to be at least touching in that row. First row, but 2 row and tank, not Moonbeam. Well, if we are planning on doing our big Dragonborn friend Arkin to fill that last slot, is it worth taking the Tyrell on tank? Switch Calliope into line. Sorry, chat. I'll get you there. You're saying these or no? Or not back? Let's watch Calliope and Spurt.
Garwar likes Tyrell as a tank better than Ark.
I mean, that's okay too.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I'm okay
cool.
to do it. Tyrell as a tank buffs good characters. Will your DPS be good? That's a great question.
We got lots of good out here.
Yeah, let's think. Without even like well, we can only do good or bad, so it's going to be very obvious, I think, by looking. We're assuming Dritz, do you know his alignment, naturally?
He's here, which means he's not neutral and he's not evil.
If he's not evil, then yeah, we're going to have to call him good, right?
Yeah.
I would say that for the most part, our DPS will be good except for Arkan, or is Arkan also good?
Arkan is evil for sure.
Okay, he seems evil and bad.
He's Arkan the Cruel.
Ooh.
Yeah, Hearthsinger, it's her Bee Stinger Halloween costume.
Okay, so
Arkan's evil as fuck.
In that case, should I do a Tyrell for Rosie, bring Tyrell to frontline, and then do like Zorbu because he's good? Because that way we get all good champs, so we maximize the buffs.
It's probably best if we're gonna do it to grind all the way up through. It's probably best anything that we can, whenever we can make the choice to go good, and this is not just in the game. I mean, in life.
Yes. Okay. Well, so Zorbu would be where Rosie is right now. So I think that's kind of like my DPS column.
Okay.
I just love me some Rosie. True. I mean, we respect Rosie here for sure. God, I just don't know how some of these units work that I never ever use.
Yeah. But which is why the limited events is cool.
And I do love this because then I'm learning and chat's helping me figure out the buff situation.
So what is it about Zorbu that's so technical? Is it the...
I don't know because I rarely ever put him in just because if I get there, it'll be Arkan or Strix as my DPS. Well,
Hearthsinger, this is actually the first time I saw it too.
So from here, what are we feeling? Do you think it's worth swapping the Rosie out? Or do we just want to represent the brand?
If Zorbu, Kate will not be mad.
I don't want to upset Kate, really.
If we get a good stat in here. But yeah, Brianish, Drist, I always thought of him as like emblematic of the chaotic good ethos.
Okay. My exposure is only the on-stage play of him, which is very weird.
From Chris?
That's all I know is from Chris playing either of these friends.
Yeah.
Driss and Daraxel.
Mike went for, it was like a Make-A-Wish type thing. It was like a special D&D game for Make-A-Wish. And they invited Mike to come down.
Yeah.
And Mike was like, hey, no problem. Deal. And then he goes down there and then R.A. Salvatore is there.
Yeah.
Playing Drist at the table. Like, that's very surprising.
Yeah. That's good. Did you say where Rosie? That's very hard for me to say. I do love it. Is Idle Champs different to where Dritz would not be?
Nah.
What's he listed as?
Lawful good. Well, it's also, they also, I mean, I'm sure they worked with him to do it, right? So.
Yeah, you would hope.
Yeah, it could be that he has a character arc, which I support.
Our Dragon Friend is now in. How much they're actually doing to the squad, not positive right now.
Silent is like, hey, yeah, remember we were talking before about Tyrell as a tank? Let's
circle back. Yeah, we should do that. Okay, let's make that happen. So I'm gonna swap with Rosie.
Arkan's mouth is so funny.
From the front, you think? The front art reminds me of Dark Crystal.
Oh,
I get like
Dark
Crystal
Skeksis type thing?
I get like a Skeksis from the eyebrow. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
So Rosie will swap.
I'm so glad to hear it, Beefy.
So we want him to have wild shape because he's tanking. So I want him to have the overwhelm.
Big strength. Yeah.
He would use Dark Crystal.
That's the key. Yeah.
And I rarely ever see, so definitely Spy Network in this case because she's not in a column of her own.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Moo. It's just like, it's like a Muppet or like a duck.
Yeah, like there's someone inside looking at the mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a puppet.
Ed Greenwood playing elements.
No shit. That is sick. Someday, I got Ed Greenwood was in a conversation, some tweet conversation I was in years ago, and I'm still invigorated.
Hearthsinger, this is because I'm playing on the gamepad UI, which is much more graphical, I guess, in representation, because you're trying to navigate through menus versus just clicking on things. It's definitely slower comparatively, but it actually kind of makes things more fun.
Well, it makes it more gamey.
It makes it more gamey for sure, and all my distractions are actually hotkeys that I kind of have to press. Which, when I get kind of figured out, I might go back to.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. It's like a quick time event.
But anybody can play with it. It's just a tick box, sort of in the upper right of the settings window.
Yeah.
So you can mess with it today if you want.
You could, assuming you can plug a controller into a USB port. So, by the way, let's talk about gamepad struggles in PC, because I feel like I could never get my Sidewinder that I bought to work.
Shit!
Ever.
Like the plug-in.
I felt like it was so hard to make controllers work on PCs for so long, and then they finally
before direct
just
input,
plug your shit in.
Right.
It was insane.
Yeah, and then now that's the definitional way to attach.
You always
that
have to go to a Y-X configure axis.
No, remember?
And if it had any analog input,
and then you had to go in and configure it in the little crosshairs.
Yeah, you'd have to
What's the dead zone?
Hit A. Yeah, no, it sucks. And I remember I had a Sidewinder that had motion in it, and it came with a motorcycle game, and it was honestly the only thing worth playing with the motion controls, because you would just steer like this. And that worked maybe once. Had a lot of problems with the Sidewinder controllers, but so thankfully you can just plug a PlayStation or Xbox controller in these days, and it just works.
It's wild. The Giant Dwarf is saying that even tanking with him, sadly, most of the time Usurp is still the better pick. That's interesting.
Just because the buff grabbing, I guess, is that much more powerful. That makes sense. Do PlayStation controllers not work properly? I feel like do you need anything special?
Let's see.
I know at one point you used to need something special to grab the input.
Well, but they connect via Bluetooth. It depends on how you're set up, I think. These days, a PlayStation controller can do the TOOF.
The TOOF.
TOOF.
Dune reference.
So let's see. So you like Usurp as well, Moo?
Yeah, I've always picked Usurp only because when I was starting to play, it was the hotness that you needed.
The new shit
with Usurp always. And I just haven't run Arkan since, so when it comes up, we're gonna have to talk about it. But it sounds like since he's now not in the front line, Usurp is probably the way to go.
You gotta get these keys.
Oh, the buttons are still Xbox buttons. Okay, I can see how that's confusing if you're trying to play
for the symbols?
If you're trying to play a Man of Medan, it definitely hurt the brain a little bit.
It's very.
Sorry, Medang.
Yeah, but those Xbox, especially the colors and keys, that coding, that's very much a PC. That's become a because the 360 controller was basically the definitional PC controller for a long time.
Definitely.
That USB version, oof.
Big ol' oof. Did that bother you? Speaking of controllers, I guess we're also going through controller history.
Yeah.
Is these being reversed on the Super Nintendo? I came up with this being Y and this being B. And so at first playing Halo, it really jacked me up for a long time. And now it's this is default to where I reverse it when I play a Switch.
Well, I was going to say, Switch has got me.
Switch hurts me.
Shook up, yeah.
Because I always mess it up. So I'm glad I'm not doing any hotkey, or QuickTime event based stuff on the Switch right now. Just because it actually was overwritten. I think it's more frustrating that I had that grasp at one point.
In there somewhere.
It went away.
In your mind. No, Usurp really requires a specific gold epic item for him, and you have to set up your buffs correctly. It's hard in this formation, yeah.
Damn, that's a little bit too heavy for me to comprehend right now, if we were to go into it. Gold epic item,
Interesting. Which one, Garwar?
Which one? I have a single gold.
We have some
on his
stuff.
Second slot.
Right.
Or does that indicate, that's gold, right?
Shiny.
It looks gold. It's at least Shanae, which I know I have some on. Oh yeah. Okay, so the silver would be Shanae, and then the gold.
Oh, that's right.
The actual gold.
The next level.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, to me. Arcane takes formation building and flips it on its head. You have to target the buffs on people other than Arcane. Oh, right.
Yeah, because he grabs buffs that aren't on him.
Oh, and collects them?
That's
yes, awesome.
I believe so.
He steals them?
Chat. Breaking 500. Hell yeah. Yeah, this weekend I pushed to 450, and that was about where I kept hitting a wall. I think I got to like 467 or something, but 500 would be pretty rad.
Oh,
and that was just on the Halloween event.
So Garwar says you want the slot 4 golden epic. He steals them. So he steals the. Oh, those buffs get stolen and multiplied?
That's gross.
Oof.
Big old
494 Moo, Jesus. Yowza.
Yeah, because if he was in front, he would still be. So Calliope is buffing 2 slots ahead, right? Is that true? Mm-hmm. So Calliope could be in back, and he would still get it, right? Chat. Math. Positioning.
Numbers.
They mean things. That's what I'm told. So cultist, humanoid. I'm glad we picked it.
Oh no, we've been getting paid big time off that choice. There's so many human enemies in this run.
Yeah,
he's hurting them.
I'm told that it falls off around 200. You start to get undead with it. That's all right.
But we'll get up there.
Yeah, you can say get rally from Bruno. That's actually super good. Wow, I didn't think about that. I'm stoked to get Zorbu because I think it's going to change a lot for me. Interesting. I just never ever actually use them.
601 from Agaratrel.
That's disgusting. Didn't somebody in chat last week when I called someone out for being top nerd?
Yeah, they came down on you?
Someone was like 700. Well, Amy was flexing.
Was it Garwar?
Flexed, and then I think Garwar came in and was like, I'm top nerd. And then someone else was like, hey, actually I got to 1,000, but they're like, no, that was through bugs, blah, blah. So y'all figure it out and let me know, and we'll give the title top nerd to someone.
Yeah, no, Zorbo can be in this mix.
Got it, good. Yeah, we can throw him in at any point if you think it's worth, but we'll find out. Shiny purple in slot 4 with Arcan. Can I benefit from your playstyle?
It seemed like it was supposed to be
I don't know
gold.
if that's
get the gold tier, is
gold item. Gold items, from what I've seen, are like the ones that you get in chests when you buy chests, but I think you can also find them in random chests. I just know that it'll be like, if you buy these 3 chests, you'll get this for sure gold piece on someone.
So I think we might hit it because
so it still works, but it says golden item.
Yeah, because of how
it multiplies them, right?
Yeah, but it sounds like it's rough. This specific formation is rough for Arcan.
Yeah, golden epics come from real cash, except in 2 rare cases, maybe 2.
The toppest nerds use a second program which automates clicking with a script, so they automatically switch back and forth to pump up Bud.
Wow.
But then there's no game. You're just programming for a living and get paid in imaginary gems.
Yeah. Shouts out to conspicuous compiler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we don't play those games here.
But
we play actual clicks.
Yeah, real clicks. Or at any rate, we outsource.
Yeah, eventually you outsource the clicks.
To the rats and cats that we know.
Exactly.
And ghostly
very
hands.
Small creatures, they'll handle it for us.
Why don't we have a familiar on alts?
On the alts? It's a great question.
We can put one in there.
We could if you'd like.
It's crawling around.
So let's throw. Let's get my friend here. I do like him. Hell yeah. Roll around on them. Alts.
Yeah, so he's gonna go around. He's gonna go wild.
Honestly, I always forget to throw familiar on alts until I hit my first
wall.
And I'm like, oh yeah.
Until you. I have special powers.
Yeah, exactly.
For now, it'll just speed up the farm.
Yeah. Penny Arcade got him. Brinish, we were friends.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, Garwar has a right to where
it's
just
like, I forget.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, I shouldn't be stopping at 300. And then I throw one in and I get way further. Is the Celeste Golden Epic still available for free through the sponsor link? I wonder if that's true.
Ashamed that, dude, Proto says, ashamed that PA resorts to forced animal and bug labor for clicks.
Listen,
that's the news
bug
scandal.
labor is the future.
That's the news scandal.
Y'all seen Snowpiercer?
Yeah.
Bug labor.
Bug labor.
No spoilers.
Up in that craw. Get that brick.
I said no spoilers. I said no spoilers.
Listen, that movie is... Listen, that's a movie of a book. You know...
You're a nerd. You knew it was a book. I didn't know that.
It's a manga.
I just knew it was actually a manga.
Yeah, it's actually a manga. I have a friend who's a mangaka. Yeah, you know.
Disembodied hand labor.
Yeah, exactly. A ghostly labor. So there's still Zorbu
options.
Advocates.
Are there?
Well, yeah, because
do you want to do the thing where we drop them in and just see if
exactly.
numbers change
But even Gar is saying that Arcan has a hard time flexing in this particular framework.
This formation due to his ability to steal things that he's getting the buffs directly here. He's getting the Clyde.
Exactly. So it might be an opportunity to get the Zorb in there, especially since everybody else is good, right? Yeah.
Sure. Okay. 55 and our buds 1.654. Let him get cranked for a little bit. You can't spoil a 7-year-old movie. I feel like there's key points where that's possible.
Key points?
Did we say 54 or 56 on the bud last time?
It's too late.
It is too late.
Anyway, it doesn't seem bad.
Hey, the numbers, do they go up or down?
Yeah.
I just need to know.
Well, just swap the other guy in. I mean...
It's true.
We can find out easy.
So 57 on the static, 55 on the bud. All right, I actually haven't picked a feat for him either yet. Numbers went up, right? Or was it?
Was he even in there?
D6. Arcan should be in there. Throws over in, moving one slot down. Hell yeah. Yeah, he's not presently in there. Excuse me. Excuse me. There. I'm gonna keep him. That feels great.
Yeah, no, we gotta get feeded up here.
So in this case, is he a key DPS, or is it better to give him
or goose everybody?
Yeah. What are we thinking here? I think he is a main DPS.
Well, yeah, Gar is saying buff. I mean, there's so many over that many champs. That has to be the right choice, right?
Let him buff Dritz, who will be our main DPS. Got it. On it.
Real danger.
The Vivitch. Did you see the Vivitch?
The
what?
Witch.
The Witch. The film.
Which one?
Like 2 years ago. It's called The Witch.
It's just called The Witch?
Yes, the director who is putting out The Lighthouse made that first.
Was it good?
Was what good?
The Witch.
That's a hard question to answer.
Oh, yeah, well, okay.
It's a movie about misery, and then it gets very weird, and I didn't leave the theater with a positive experience.
From the film?
But I know plenty of people that absolutely loved it.
Now, when you say not a positive experience, do you mean that like it was disturbing and gross and scary?
No, I wanted to be... I think I had different expectations, and that's where I went wrong. I think it's still fresh enough that I can't talk about it all the way.
Fair enough. But you thought something else was going on.
I did, and Kiko and I broke at the exact same point, which is a very key point for people that have seen the movie and you know what we're talking about.
Oh.
It broke us.
I trust Kiko.
Yeah, Protoform, we had a podcast for it when we saw it, and we were like, ooh.
Yeah.
I did watch Midsummer recently, like last week. I don't know if you had
Is it cool?
chance.
I wanted to watch it.
I think you still
can.
You still can.
I don't actually know. Like I don't know any kind of. I don't know any kind of spoilitos. Like I've avoided anything about. Like I don't actually. All I know is that the trailer looks like something I would like.
Yeah, I guess
the end.
I knew nothing about it going in, and I watched that movie for sure.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed Hereditary a lot, but I never want to watch that again. I think Midsummer is another one that honestly I could probably watch again a little bit easier in a way because it has a lot to take in. I think once you get it all, but definitely a hard one for sure. Don't watch it with anyone you know. Probably.
Really?
Like I wouldn't say.
I'll watch it in the night.
Hey family, watch this film.
I'll watch it in the night.
Watch it in the night, and yeah.
Well, here, so
stay away from any modified brain substances, alcohol. I would just be.
Did you not stay away from them?
I no. I'm just saying it's like it can get weird, and if you're having a
bad time,
edge-based time, it might be a bad one.
Yeah. Did you check out?
It's a date movie of the year. Oof.
Did you? Have you seen Aniara?
I don't know what that is.
Has anyone? I'm just gonna ask the channel.
How do you spell
Has
it?
anyone?
This mechanical sparrow is putting up a fight.
Aniara. Yeah, he's fucked now.
Yeah.
Has anyone in this channel seen the movie Aniara? Thank you, Alan. God.
Thank you for typing it out.
You're the only other person. Okay, Albedo, also
right.
good.
Oh, it ruined my life.
Yes, perfect.
That's a terrible.
That means you saw the. That means you saw the same movie I did.
That's terrible.
I was in ruins.
Because of.
I watched it alone.
Okay.
Yeah, it ruined my life. That's not a bad review.
Okay,
yeah.
I understand. No, we're talking about the same type of film, misery films,
well,
right?
What made me think of it was when you were like, yeah, this is not a family movie. Don't like get everybody together to watch it, and that's what like I knew what I was in for. It's based on an epic Swedish poem from the '60s, so you know it's my shit.
Okay.
It's a science fiction poem. Think about that. Have you ever heard of a science fiction poem?
I don't think so.
Exactly. I think it's the only one. But I like set myself up. Everybody else went to bed. I sat and watched Aniara because Aniara came out digitally and in theaters at the same time, which I like because it means I can actually see a new movie.
ABBA wrote it?
ABBA did not write it.
Okay. Whew. Chat messed me up right there.
Prince Moo.
I fucked up. I picked the wrong
They
one.
did it. Somehow they made a movie about it. God, it's good.
I thought it was only if. I actually don't know. How would you pronounce Valiana? Vlania?
Vlania. That's how I would say it.
Vlania. Anyway, I thought the one spec only worked if she's solo in a column, but perhaps I misunderstood it. If you want to explain. Sorry, go on.
No, Colette, certainly the Vogon have poetry.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure. And that's definitely what is it?
I don't know if that's poetry.
No, that's actually something my son and I still talk about. What is it? It's just like es fordeld grabel blotchets on a lurgid bee. Like all these fucking.
I'm glad you have that in your brain.
These Wogon. No, my son and I, we that's like one of our things that we recite for some reason.
Bad poetry teacher?
Yeah.
Wogon
and then also the Jabberwock.
Okay.
I used to when we was very little, I would say, "Beware the Jabberwock, my son," and then I had to explain what it was, and luckily that's the rest of the poem.
That's good.
He knows about. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Leflin, exactly right.
Have either of your Spawn read Excalibur, or have you read it to them?
No, they love it.
And they're into it. Okay, because it was kind of made like.
They actually like it.
Okay, that's good. That's good that they like some of your work.
But Elliot actually reads. He reads through the PA compilations.
Oh yeah, that's
constantly.
Okay. He actually
that's a normal thing for him. Yeah.
That's weird because that is followed by your text below it, like everyone. So it's like this is Dad has to say about this. Very weird.
Well, yeah, but it isn't different. It isn't too different than like finding all your dad's shit.
True.
Right. It's basically like
You did it while you're alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Specialization. Please help me here.
For Zrabu.
Because I've never gotten this far with our friend Zobu. So lead the pack focuses hatred on supporting his dexterous allies. Okay. Hatred fuels his attacks, increasing damage bonuses from lifelong enemies.
Okay. So more focused.
Lifelong enemies kill counter increments multiple times for each kill. I don't understand that one. Whew.
Yeah, this is heavy shit. I don't even know what this means.
Yeah. So I'm getting a vote for lead the pack. I'm gonna wait. Lead the pack, I'd say. Can't go wrong with that. I think that sounds good.
Yeah, Alan wants to know if there's a therapy option for Zorbu.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, he's having a rough time.
Focusing
at
on
work,
building him up. Lead the pack right now is where I'm.
Mega buffs.
Okay. Farming his self buff up. Yeah. So I was told that Zorbu gets more. He's based off of total kills. Now is that across the board, across the game, or is it that it resets every time?
Oh, so the favorite enemy. He does more damage to specific enemy types based on how many of that type has been killed over all runs.
All runs.
What a cool hook for
over
a
ones
character.
that he killed over all runs? Or that were killed over all runs?
True.
That's awesome. I actually really love that idea, and now
sick.
I'm like, I respect
he has to kill them. So now, so you're going to be using him a lot more.
Well, I will, but right now he's actually a weak pick for me. See, that's why I was playing Black Viper, because I liked the red gem thing, which is she accrues them over like quest lines, and whole quest lines they stay, I believe. And I was liking that maximally just because I was playing her so much that I was like, okay, well, she's always my DPS, and she's getting stronger as we play. Black Viper has a cap, Subaru has no cap.
Bracken, thanks for rolling through, and thanks for the tips.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Interesting. Right now he's not weak, he's just consigned to support for starters. So yeah, if you want him to be as good as he can be, you have to have him in the mix all the time.
Yeah. But I think I'll start throwing him in as a support just to start getting that number up, especially when I'm doing my unique variant.
Well, and Gliding Secret says that in his upgrade screen, you can see all the stats.
Oh, that's awesome.
Until you impose a cap, right?
That's awesome. That's really great. So specialization here with Dritz, who I also rarely ever play.
Gar says Drow.
Yeah, so it's like gold bonus, which I don't really care about as much as damage. And he's my current
big man on
campus.
When
the number turns
when it goes up a whole number.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally on the same train with Zorbu. Like, had no idea. Oh,
what a cool hook!
I said the word in your name.
It was all built in.
Yeah.
But what a great hook,
That is very fun, and I'm actually sad I didn't know that, because like I potentially would have been farming it a lot more
for a long time.
Like on passive runs where I'm just like, I just need to loop this to get another gold.
Let it run overnight.
Exactly. Damn, that would have helped a lot.
Yeah, he would be a god.
Would be, but no, chat makes a fair point that he's like he's support now, but I'm accruing those, so eventually
so later on
and just blast
he'll
him.
be beef,
and then he's buffed by spurts, small ones.
The helpful scorpions.
No, instead of the helpful scorpions.
Yeah,
or centipedes. If this is your main DPS, why not use the rest of Champions of the Hall? I think I might just be limited, unfortunately, by my patron currently, which is I have to use good and evil and
see Xylan's coming in with the with the data.
Yeah, you can't see what can I mouse over to, or not mouse over, I guess, just to look at our current situations. I don't know if I can right now unless I just go into patrons. So yeah, here's the currency that I've been generating.
Yeah,
I haven't played it that much. I occasionally hop in, but there's been so many good events lately that I'm like, I should go back to
but between variant and the patron, there's some strict limits here.
So can someone in chat explain the Ruby coin cap, which says it resets in 5 days? I don't quite understand what that is representing.
You have to spend it?
So yeah, these are my perks that I can choose to purchase with my influence.
Related, we are using
Ruby coin to buy chests.
We're using the gamepad mode.
Yeah.
Of Idle Champs.
Oh shit! Steampunk Zorbu skin. What? It's pretty good looking, huh?
Dude, and they're trying to give you those rubies.
Is Y preview? Okay, it just says. That's nice. I do appreciate that.
He's looking pretty smooth.
He does look very nice. Actually, now I want to look to see what the special skin in.
Well, it caps so you can't farm them forever. So there's that.
Okay, fair enough. We got the.
Otherwise, you would, right?
Devil Ferdinand. That's very cool. Hell yeah. Okay, yeah. They cap the amount of rubies you can get, or else you can't farm. Okay,
exactly.
That makes sense. Ghost of Clockwork. I'm so sorry to do that to you. It was a very cool skin, though, and tis the season. A spectacular season to maybe dress up your friends. 2 skins further down in the shop. Let's look at those.
Grist and Jamila have them. Oh, and those are things that we can use our ruby coins for.
Yes.
I see.
We spend rubies in this shop. And luckily that just keeps accruing, which is good.
Yeah, we're chewing them up.
But there's feats that you can only get through patrons.
No lie.
Yeah, so that will apply.
Permanently unlocks feats and stats?
Exactly. So farming is great. The game keep spidering out in ways where it's like, if you only want to play events, you can totally do that. But if you want to go hard, you totally can, and I really appreciate that.
With the global buffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So let's look at this. Okay, we don't have a preview there, but Champion Dritz, that's 3 rubies.
Oh, and so Vajra's got some goodies down here too.
Let's see. We got a athlete perk for Cadbury, and then Champion. I've never been able to pronounce that correctly.
I assume it's Jamoa.
Yep. Yeah. Cool. That's rad. I actually didn't know those were there either.
Yeah. Well, it's farther down than you'd expect.
It is.
I would expect those to be at the top.
The Dritz skin is fire.
No lie, Moo.
It looks very nice. Only for rubies from free play. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Have the gems, need the influence to get them.
And for variants like we are in right now.
4 variants that we are currently playing. Yeah, we don't even get anybody on the tier. Has anybody in chat found a way to use Tyrael? Because he's such a unique style of changing your formation that I feel like, I don't know if we're there yet. I just want to know. Curly White's next question, what is this music from? I recognize it, but I can't identify it. This is the Idle Champs music.
I mean, that's all we know.
Is it from anything else?
They might have gotten it from something else.
Tyrael works on
okay, there we go.
Because the lineup is such that it pushes further back, right? But never more than Cathris. It's hard.
Yeah, it looks like people have figured it out.
Yeah, okay.
That's the zone.
Lives in the front lines, which...
It's a weird spot.
It's a weird spot, because you usually want to put, like, Evelyn in...
But so many of these new formations have 2 front.
Ooh. Tyrael works with Dinar, because Dinar pushes back, and then they bounce off Tyrael.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's very cool. 1 tank front line. There's only 2. Okay, Avernus is the way to play him.
That's awesome.
That's rad. I'm pretty much just going to ask Idle Champs questions to chat because they're way better at explaining it
they
than me.
know shit. That's the truth.
They know so much more than me.
We have learned a lot over the course of us doing this stream.
Exactly, but I can help spread their knowledge. I'm just a mirror reflecting all this cool information. Okay, so I have feelings. We have an hour left. Usually at the hour mark, we can open some chests, but I think taking a potion here to speed things up is
to help us try to get the rest of the 275.
275, yeah, exactly. So we're going to play a more idle. Let's see.
No, it works, Gara.
Inventory. Let's just drink.
Mike, I'd love to see some cool automata stuff in Disco Elysium. I think it might kind of work in places.
Wait, what?
I've been playing this game called Disco Elysium that...
Oh, you mentioned that that's a reason to own a PC, right?
No, it's the reason why the PC might have been invented.
Oh.
I would gift you a copy of this game.
I need you to...
Do you like RPGs?
I need you to explain more. I want to answer that question for you, but I can't until I know more. Because there are many types of RPGs.
True, in my father's house.
Some I like and some I don't. Like, for instance...
Tell me which RPGs you enjoy.
I hear... well, I don't play...
wordy RPGs.
I don't play wordy RPGs. JRPG, too much for me probably most of the time.
Too much text?
Too much
everything.
System, usually most of the time.
Yeah.
The deep systems in JRPGs. But like, I don't play Fallout or like Outer Wilds or whatever it is called, whichever one it is, Outer Worlds. Not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me. I'll fall off only because the game opens like this, and I want a game that opens like this to where I have a direction.
Oh, yeah. Well,
so
honestly,
RPGs usually are like this.
Honestly, Outer Worlds looks like it's going to be like this.
Yeah, I heard it's actually can do it in like 16 hours or something like that.
Outer Worlds...
That is a manageable time for me. Anything over 20 is like I'm going to fall off.
Outer Worlds is actually a lot more focused than it looks. You look at it and you think it's going to be like a Fallout, and it's not at all.
Okay.
It's more...
It might be more playable for me. It's not something that I'm trying to hop into immediately, but... would on the scale of this disco situation.
Disco is like falling down a well and hitting your head.
A well of checkboxes, armor classes. So my favorite RPG.
No, something like that. That's not the issue.
Final Fantasy Tactics, which I know is like tactical RPG.
Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics kicks ass.
I love the job class element. So anything that has anything
calculator.
Like that.
Well, and the cool classes, right?
Well, yeah. And then dual specking.
Neat classes.
Good shit.
I have never. The nearest comparison, I've been talking to Patrick about it. The nearest comparison is probably Planescape, which is like essentially a wall of text behind which numbers are simulated. So it's a lot. The difference here is that it's the voice acting is really, really good.
That helps.
And so it isn't just walls and walls of text. Like, it actually has really amazing audio work as well.
Why do you think it's why computers were invented? First off.
Because I've just never had this experience looking at it, like playing and looking at a game where I felt like the world was simulated to the degree that I could just walk through the screen and be there. I have never felt like what was on the other side of that flat panel just went on forever.
That's actually a really, really, really cool review, and I hope that the people that help make it hear that. It is scary sophisticated, but like I say, it's like I was talking to Mike, and Mike was like, "Oh, I'll grab a copy." I'm like, "No, don't do that. You don't want that. That's not a good investment for you." I appreciate knowing that.
But I mean, eventually, I can share it with you through Steam.
I would like to.
Right? I mean,
watch. Are you playing it regularly?
I just started last night.
Okay, be on the lookout tonight for a little.
For a Dabe at the
Dabe
door.
would like to watch your stream. Or,
oh, that's right. They let you do that.
Yeah, I can spectate any game through the Steam client now, which is really cool.
I've never seen anything like that or felt anything like it. Gara, a pleasure.
I also love Grama. Shouts out to Grama.
Is she a goblin?
She's a large green turtle.
Oh, Grama. She's gosh.
Turtle-like?
Yeah.
I think turtle's probably reductive. I believe they're probably a turtle species.
Turtle or something like that.
Okay, sure.
No, there's a kid. One of the kids in Elliot's D&D group.
Turtle.
Yeah. One of the groups. One of the kids in Elliot's D&D
You got a turtle?
squad. Yeah, it's Dirtle the turtle. Yeah, he's back over on the left.
Not Lisa Turtle, but a turtle. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
No, it is. It's a race. It's like a race option.
Like a Rocko's Modern Life vibe is what I get from that. Oh shit! Punishment dealt into chat on accident.
Fuck you! No. So the last D&D game. This is the D&D game when these 13-year-olds figured out. This is where all D&D games get, except usually they're playing it with themselves, right? Like one of their 13-year-old friends is running it, except now a grown-up is running it.
Yeah.
And they have figured out that they can make rolls to seduce
whatever they want.
Anything they want. Objects, gods, devils, like spiders.
So they try to seduce everything?
They just figured this out last time.
Are they like dropping armor so they show more skin type situation?
No. My son was trying to impress this spider with his ability to create artifacts. And it worked, but it's like, let's say that you do end up intriguing a spider. Is that a good outcome?
It doesn't sound great on my end, but that's not for me. I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. God, I look such like a cop in this side profile. License and registration, please.
Now he was leaning hard into this spider, and it was like the pedipalps, rubbed together, and then the membrane on the side of its mouth opens to its maximum size, and 5 gallons of hot venom pour out, and he's like, "Is that good?" And I'm like, every person has to decide for themselves, if
you're into it.
If that's an outcome they want. You tell me, how do you feel right now?
That's a very weird talk with your son.
It really is. But it's like, have you had the talk with your son? And it's like, yes. It's like, well, which talk? Have you had the spider talk?
Yeah,
no, that hasn't come up.
Spider crawl.
At my house, I've already had the fucking spider talk.
Damn.
I mean, he was 13. I got to it late.
Well, my dad never even gave me the spider talk. So.
Yeah, dude, Alan, you have no idea. Because the next one is like, so then his friend Ruby is like, okay, well, I want to seduce the ogre. And I'm like, God damn it. I've got themes I'm trying to get at here, you guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to have you feel feelings.
Yeah, exactly. We got to come around that. We got to figure this out together.
We're trying to avoid medication here.
God damn it, it was wild.
That's a pretty good story. They must have seen this.
Yeah, this spider fucks. Well, it does something. But I mean, the weird part is that the spider actually has like a palanquin on its back. With
what?
Like those big things, like an elephant would carry around, like that platform.
Yes.
I mean, we've all heard the Decemberists. I mean,
yeah, okay.
Here she comes, right? That one. Anyway, so, and she's just in there reading a book. Like, they were never able to get her attention, even in the middle of a fight. She's just reading inside this thing.
Very good.
And it's like, so even if you're able to make this spider thing work, I mean, she's just right there looking. I mean, it's, I don't know.
Yeah. Plan B, Plan C.
Jesus.
Whew. Oh, are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about chests.
I think we're shipping. I think we're shipping champs in chat, which I'm totally.
It happened fast, huh?
It is chest time. I would like to get our free chest right now.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say it's Pavlovis idol.
Pavlovis.
Yeah, Pavlovis idol. Yep.
Is that correct? No, I think there's an extra.
It's Pavlovis, not Pavlovis.
Oh, sorry, Pavlo.
See, I can never figure out what they're trying to do. PA loves idol, which is honestly true, but that would not have occurred to me.
I get it now, but I also thought it was something else. PA does love idol. Does idol love PA? Please send a response.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, send tweet. Oh, gold cheesy.
I better get a DM in 4 seconds from Clive. I see you out there.
Right, crack it open.
Yeah, let's crack this chest. I have a few chests, so we're gonna open them.
Oh, I know that you got a chest or two.
I stay chesty.
You save some up?
Occasionally. So let's crack 5 from this.
Blazer.
Let's do 5.
Welcome
Let's see if
aboard.
we get any shinies. Yeah, we did. All right.
Oh, CNA Games Idol Champions does indeed let me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Shouts out. Thank you, friend.
All right, we got.
Thanks for the cheer.
There's some Tyrrell. All right, we got a dupe here for the sword. Got some Brunor.
My shiny was the same. Rather, it is applying the shiny upgrade, which is still cool.
Yeah. We need it.
But apparently I did have it.
And there's some other goodies.
Yeah. I got some.
There we go.
Let me grab some of those.
When you were already down.
Yeah. I played a lot of the Halloween event, like a lot. I ran through it so many times.
Got those upgrades.
Trickster God, I'm into that one.
Talking about the upgrades.
All them perps, you know?
You gotta open them.
Gotta open them all. Oop, I lost my cursor.
This is the hour.
So we did that.
This barricaded door can't handle it.
Got juiced. I think we're all right. Move this guy out of the way.
Interesting. Indigo 5 Alpha says, what are Dave's reasons for saving the blacksmith contracts? I understand why people save bounty contracts.
So the blacksmith contracts, to me, early on, didn't feel very impactful because it gives you such little increment whenever it's applied. So I was like, well, maybe I'll wait until I fully understand these things before I use more of them.
Oh, you're piling
That was
up.
effectively my strategy there, which is I forgot about them entirely until you said blacksmith. I save them for champs from events, but some of them are just like random champ they apply to. So let's actually look at my inventory.
Yeah, let's look at the items that I have.
Let's look at what I just don't open. So this says improves a piece of loot owned by one of your champions. So I choose to upgrade. Cool. And then one of your champions, one random piece of loot. So are they all you select the champion and then they go random? Lost my cursor.
Dude, this is
my bad.
This is amazing.
I never ever use it. And that's my bad. Because I'm the type of person who saves like the good potions for the last boss.
No, you and Ryan. And then you never use them. You end the game with 100 high potions.
You can tell by my inventory that I stockpile stuff because at one point someone was like, I don't really open my chest until I have all the gear for that champion or else
you want the best, yeah.
And I was like, okay. And I didn't even read and understand why, which is poor planning on my part.
Yeah. But dude, you do have them. Blacksmith, you pick who they go to.
All right.
Polish is anybody.
That was the one,
but you can choose somebody and drill right into their. Like, just choose who you want to honor.
Yeah, I do use Curly Whites to see that you don't use potions because you hold on to them. Early enough when I was playing this game, I needed to use them to get through often because I wasn't quite understanding how favor
the systems
worked. So I was like jamming potions down. So I'm not afraid to throw in a potion here or there. to get through something that's causing a lot of trouble.
But that's very much the Ryan system as well. It's like you want to develop the kind of mastery that will make it so that you don't. It's very Zen, right?
I don't intend to. It's just I can't use it because I have too much anxiety. What if it's not the right time?
Oh, for sure, for sure. And there is going to be a right time, theoretically. But by that time, since you're used to not using them,
yes.
Right?
All right, well, maybe I'm saving for my favorite champ who I don't know their name yet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That future champ.
The future champ.
Hello, my future champ. I think is the meme.
I understand that meme. That's an early one.
Yeah. That's the old school.
I wonder how Hello, my future girlfriend guy's doing right now.
I bet he's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
I bet he's doing fine, honestly.
I'm glad. Omen could save blacksmith contracts for an Omen.
Yeah, that's true. So when Omen drops, then you just come in and just juice him.
Yeah, I can't imagine the fan art that's going to happen as soon as Omen drops. I mean, the thing is there's so much already from Moo.
Oh, there is.
But
there is.
I just want to know.
There's some hot material.
There's always a little bit of artistic takes from the team at C&E. So yeah. I do wonder how that's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. For me,
all caps up, deserved it, didn't. Yeah. I see your content.
No, but so what we had before is because we'd actually I had the conversation with Codename at PAX South one year.
Yes.
And I was like, well, do we want to have Omen as a champion, like in the game, or would it be more fun to have Omen as something like an patron, right? Like for the C Team challenges.
Yeah, he was.
That was
there.
actually a fun.
It was the first. He was actively sort of a patron, right?
Exactly right.
Kind of.
It was the first. They were experimenting with that, and now that's a full system that has a lot of choices. So I'd love to see him in there as a permanent patron, just for fun.
Mm-hmm. But you don't want him as a champ?
No, I would like to do both.
Oh, okay. I wonder if they'll let you do that.
I would like to do both of them.
I'd like to do it all.
Right?
Give me all the money.
I mean, canonically, I don't know how it works if he's taking his own job, but I even have a story explanation for why that would work.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. In the D&D, sorry, in the, what's the online RPG that Akink is featured in?
Which one?
You heard shit back there, yeah?
That was really scary.
There's nothing back there.
There's haunt.
We both heard a noise.
There's a ghost.
Neverwinter. Yes. Are there any? There's fake
Neverwinter
omens
Online.
that like wave, right? There's like the robotic omen.
Oh yeah.
That could be the patron is just like clearly that because the real omens.
It's just like the wooden mechanical one.
Yes. Omen is Shadow Council as a patron. Honestly.
Oh, the Shadow Council is an even better idea.
Honestly, that fits in so well. And
that's
I realize
an even better idea.
People that pay attention to C Team.
Well, indeed, members of the Shadow Council, but even then it'd be fun.
How they influence everything, like just as a one-to-one.
It would be fun, I think.
Very good. The light above Jim fell down.
Is that what it was?
Yes, that thing.
Oh, it's supposed to be casting down.
Yes, not towards our eyes.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, what kind of restrictions?
Yeah. So what would he?
So currently it's Constitution score and good evil. So alignment.
Oh, so those are the two current pages. Pull up a character so I can take a look and see.
All right, so let's look at our friend Calliope. Oops. Oh, just take Calliope out. Just jam. One day I'll get better at the interface. All right, so we have age.
So we have full stats.
We have age. We have alignment. We have affiliation.
Yeah, I mean.
And then I guess subtype.
The truth is that we almost have enough AI characters. Or characters who have played with AI to fill out an entire thing.
It's true.
But it wouldn't be fun for him to force that.
And it also would be terrible for anyone who doesn't own these AI characters.
Exactly right. Let's see. So we have feats and we have statistics. We have all the classic D&D.
He would have to interact with Goldfind. True. He'd probably have to skim off the top, right?
Yes. Yeah. He would eat up a bunch of gold. Or he would convert gold.
Take 90%.
Yeah. Well, I think with him, it probably he did a bunch of convert on gold to favor.
Oh, okay. So it's harder to progress, but you're getting more favor to hopefully get the buffs that will help you progress. So it's kind of changing the way you progress. TMTM?
He would tamp that down.
So you need to talk to us.
TMTM. Yeah, I was just gonna say like this is a legitimate case where I can say OC.
Yeah.
Like do not steal.
Mechanics, though. Is there equipment type or attack type that Omen prefers? Like Jim likes magic users, yeah. So let's say, okay, let's do a brainstorm on Omen as character as well. I don't know if we're done with the patron Omen quite yet, if you'd like to figure that one. Also, then what would the Shadow Council as a patron?
Yeah, I mean, but also, like, how far you want to go in, he might require that, Omen would almost certainly require that Evelyn be in the...
Oh my god.
Party?
Yeah.
Right?
Evelyn's not a default character, though, so that's another harder one to do.
Well, but she may just start there.
It's true.
Right? That might be, she might just start in the mix.
It's very possible.
So the Shadow Council, what would the Shadow Council do? The Shadow Council, it seems like, because, so we want to emphasize with the mechanic, we want to emphasize that they have that they modify everything.
Yeah.
Or that they have something to say about any, about how things go everywhere.
So do you think that they apply buffs to the enemies in that sense? I know they're not all about doing that every time, but they can buff enemies and they can buff.
They might. Ramos, so nice to see you. Yeah, Omen could unlock during the Modron March the same event as Evelyn. That's fun. I like that a lot.
And then they could have costumes that match.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All costume would definitely just be like violet skin, right?
Yeah, Violetti.
Yeah.
It's very fashionable.
It's French.
Yeah, he would do that. I like.
Shadow Council could affect how champions buff each other. That's changing so many mechanics, but would actually be very, very cool to figure out.
It would.
Only champs increase gold and gold.
Or gold.
It's like you require at least one, maybe, because he wants more
but
gold.
that's the thing. I mean, honestly, like, we were doing it as a joke, but I think that that's actually the right play, because, I mean, look at how you've built these here in terms of how your champs work. You're not going to take anything that focuses on gold find. If you were playing an Omen challenge,
Omen would force you to take gold.
You would want as much gold find as you could get to maximize your outputs, right?
Oh yeah, what if it's
that's legitimately fun?
He just comes with a passive gold to DPS conversion, right?
Right. That's like the whole thing you're trying to do. So you're going to dig out all your champs that do that, and then you're going to choose that bar.
Yeah. And Revan Master says a random poll that alters the Shadow Council's buff and debuff.
I like that.
See, what if...
it should be mercurial, right?
If it ties into the C team, so every week the decision of the vote is what changes...
It could, but the truth is that you didn't even have to watch the C team before, and you could still vote.
Yes, sure.
When it came,
many people did that just didn't watch, but just were like, I want to keep doing these.
But I think that would be a really fun way to... I think Raven Master is onto some cool shit here. The idea that it is mercurial, but it really is based... The idea that their fingers are everywhere, the other way to suggest that is to have players be the ones putting the votes in so they can sort of roll their own
I would just love
vibe.
That it changes like on a weekly basis or something, because then you can't create a maximal build. Like you can't go for the meta build.
Yeah,
which is why I don't want to bring this back to a different game of Dota Underlords.
Yeah.
But that jail system changes everything, because it's like, well, I can't do that anymore, and that was the build to beat, so cool stuff.
That Dunderlords patch, man.
We like games.
Jesus.
So.
What's up, gamers?
Sup, gamers. If Omen was a character, what do you think? What attributes do you think he'd have? Do you think he'd be support, tank? I saw a lot of people saying he would increase gold find, which would make a lot of sense.
Definitely. So he'd be a good match for the rest of it, right? I mean, so what is he like in the actual game? I mean, he would definitely be healer support.
Yeah. Would he go on the tankier side of things, or would just kind of be true support?
Well, he is actually, the current build he has, he's actually a war priest, which is why the first beer we made for Akin was a war priest, right? But in game,
so that's like a Shadowwood Pain type.
Yeah, it's that flip.
Priest.
Yeah. But even his spells are decent, but even his melee is fucking horrifying. Even and he's also tough as hell. He's actually super resilient.
Take one a trip to the mall? Is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly. He gives foes a trip to the mall.
Yeah.
He flattens them.
I loved that. Those were great, and not that you need to perform more every single time, but like...
Oh, they're coming back.
They're very good.
They're coming back for sure. But yeah, just mechanically, he is really, really tough on purpose. So changing to a war priest was the thing that was the first move in the dark turn for Omen was switching the basically switching the character build around so that he could be more resilient on his own.
Okay.
So he became less of a team player and more of a right,
kind of shadowy in a way.
So I would love it if he had some crazy thing. So he'd be super situational. You wouldn't always want to put him in the mix, right?
Yeah.
The idea that he's close to Evelyn, or he can't get any kind of Evelyn buff is great.
Oh, that'd be so
but C-Mike is exactly
so
right.
Good.
Summon
bring in an intern, or just like that sits until it dies. You know.
Yeah, but he could pull in an AI. He could pull in an AI character.
Oh yeah, there's that. Oh, you could call any of the C team in.
We have lots.
Type situation. I'd like to see Jeff No Magic show up on the board.
But the idea that he had some ability, like maybe his healing ability scales off Gold Find.
That's so good.
Like
he definitely has to be tied into Gold Find.
Yeah,
but in a way that.
But the fact that he would be, I think, like the options available.
Summon a naked VRE. Whew.
Yeah. You don't have to. Unfortunately, you don't have to summon them.
Do you think that that's if and when VRE enters this game? Alt skin naked? Like, I can't think of anything else.
Well, no, it'd have to be that weird thong.
Oh, yeah.
That, like, full body, the mankini.
Yeah, the Borat. Mankini.
Oh, the vital employee. Clone the highest DPS. Oh, and then they go crazy for a while until they just drop down through a portal to hell.
His alt is just more gain. Like, blow. That's very good.
That's nuts.
I guess wouldn't close VR be the ultimate?
Yeah, exactly.
Got him.
Yeah, Frezzy's ready to go. This is hot content in this channel.
Love that tent.
Oh yeah, Alan, that would be really interesting if he's basically summoning like enemies, like the enemies of Acquisitions Incorporated, like really tough beasts that come in. Like Nemesis.
Oh, you were saying he attracts Nemesis.
Yeah.
That's actually a decent patron variant too, because then if every time there's always these big assholes that show
exactly.
up that
and it's because he's your patron that they're coming after this team.
You are an affiliate of the AC Inc. during that.
That's kick-ass.
Whenever you're doing as patrons, you're called like the E team or something, right? Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Wow, I feel like we're. I'm exhausted.
Money, please.
I was just gonna say, I need to rest.
Yeah, we whiteboarded without one. Hopefully
we did, but I feel like this squad is chewing them.
They are, and they're gonna not stop.
No, I feel like fuck that bird. I love that there's still seagulls out here, but they're just getting cut in half.
Oh, they got seagulls out here?
Yeah, awful El Romaine.
Are seagulls impressive in D&D?
No, apparently not.
No.
Although they can get to be quite high level.
Well, that's impressive itself. I've not really met a high level common animal.
No.
High level robin.
I don't think so. Yeah, but I feel like you'd know. If you met a level 100 robin.
I imagine they'd have an alt skin. Something shinier. A cool cape.
Mm-hmm.
Cool beak.
Oh yeah, the best beak.
A bling beak. Blung.
It's just the beak is just made of a shiny metal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Tycho nose situation.
Yeah, it's perfect. You can call me Al. Call me Al. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. A level 100 seagull just rolls through and just grabs the whole cart and flies away with it.
Caw-caw. I love that.
Whole dumpsters.
Yeah, we started to have to chain dumpsters down because all the seagulls around.
Because of all these level 100 seagulls, these boss seagulls. Giant bees, fuck.
Chat, is there any formational changes we should take now that everyone's kind of reached at least a path of their specialization? Generally, if that is true, chat would yell at me to move somebody around, but I think
usually I feel like everybody is kind of smooth, but we might be missing something.
Yeah, and I don't know how hard it's going to be because we're doing really good at 158. But if we're trying to go to 275, we might have to switch to active champions here shortly and start applying those.
Just to speed up.
Yeah. Oh, I mean just to get through if we start hitting some rough spots.
Try switching places with Jerry.
That's good.
I don't think that's it.
See if our formation gets a little bit better.
Beto says that the most dangerous seagull is Steven Seagull.
Oh,
I believe that.
I've heard of that one.
It's a seagull that knows Aikido.
And he really knows Aikido.
He does. Can you see those wings? Like work the wings into it?
Actually, I feel like I've heard that Steven Seagal is actually super respected in the Aikido community. Like,
oh yeah.
Corey was like, he like shows up and like wrecks and like will just like super respect because he actually is trained.
Oh no. My understanding is that he's legit.
But I also feel like I saw a really shitty video of him like nonsense flipping people. So
either way, we don't know. Rambina, you are
Jason
correct. This is we're doing a patron thing, and there's a special event that we're also in here too.
I don't think we're on the event. We're just on the Waterdeep map change, so we thought it looked shiny and new.
Smooth. Here's a Gliding Secret says, can you use anyone in slot 11?
Unfortunately, slot 11, huh? That's this boy. Oops. Warden is our only option there. You let me know if you feel like that's worth swapping in at any point for anyone. My Warden gear is decent.
Let's see. Rick's.
Potentially move Zorbo up a slot and swap Korth and Minsk. Instead of the speed buff, okay.
So Zorbu up 1 and then Korth and Minsk, okay.
Okay, so let's just try that. Do you want to...
Yeah, 27979.
The only problem is he sucks. I feel like he used to be pretty hot. Zorbu up 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sec. And then Korth with who? Did I miss it?
Korth for Minsk?
Or no, I think he's saying swap in... Oh, for Minsk, okay. Okay. Those numbers went down a bit.
No.
But did you happen to see the bud? Oh, the bud is dropping aggressively. I'm going to say that's an undo.
Yeah, that's an undo on that one.
All right.
Oh, it was definitely... Josh loves to
no, it's all good. You're
swap
right.
the sound effects.
And then Zorbu goes back to the middle, is that correct?
Zrob, yeah. Zorbu was in the middle. No, that was quite surprising to role play for the first part of the stream.
What stream?
Yeah. So when I came in for Acquisitions Intoxicated,
yeah,
the room was pitch black, and there was just candles in here.
And you didn't know that?
No,
I didn't know it either. I wasn't present.
No, exactly. I came in, and I sat down in the chair, and Eric Benson,
yes,
the notorious EJB, was on the other side.
Of course.
And apparently there is it's called One-on-One Gumshoe, and it's a role-playing game that just has a dungeon master and a player.
Okay.
And it's like a noir, like a film noir,
okay,
hard-bitten detective thing. And so we played for like an hour and a half.
So you just opened the show on that? Were you brewing?
I was I was very surprised to come into this dark room.
All right, that's rad.
No,
I hope it was cool.
He also smoked.
Warning from Minsk to get the debuff. We'll try that one out.
Yeah.
So let me lean on him. I don't know which to do. I feel like I've always done Smite, but that's just because it sounded cooler. Chat, please help me out.
Oh, AoE. Yeah.
1 for Smite, 2 for Smite. That's all I need.
Yeah, conspicuous for sure.
Throwing him in for Minsk or Krond. 1 for Minsk, but it's worth for the Hex. It's all right. We'll see if we can.
Yeah.
No, numbers actually.
The number's respectable.
Numbers still good, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's
triple attacks apply more debuffs. I love it. And we're probably starting to get out of our... Nope, we're not out of the humanoids, but it's still all right.
So what's the Hex? The Hex effect in there?
Let's actually go in and kind of take a look. Outgoing abilities, Hex. Warden casts Hex on enemies as they attack them, debuffing them, and cursing them take a lot more damage from all champions.
So once they get hexed, they take damage from all champs. Oof! Oh wow, that's a nasty debuff.
That number is not
1,507%. Now, does he have his specialization?
We already picked that. That was between the AoE.
Oh, perfect.
Which will give the AoE hex, I believe.
Yay.
If that's correct. Don't need Minsk with Dritz as DPS. Gotcha. Yeah, I know that we have a lot of DPS units in game right now, and especially we add more with Rosie. So trying to figure out who you're going to kind of make your key DPS, and then try to force everyone else to at least buff them.
Do you say Warden is 12, Moo?
He might be. Age-wise, 12 years old.
What?
Huh.
Oh, he's Warforged, right?
Does that mean
So he's
mechanical?
built. Yeah, he was built 12 years ago, I guess. He baby.
You need to put a familiar on him. Where he at?
Yeah, 4 tough.
Trash Panda's correct.
Yeah, just throw him right on there.
He built 4 tough.
No, they're trashing this place, man.
And isn't Todd's character 1 year old?
Oh, interesting. Thematically? 40.
Who's 1 year old that I was thinking then? Because I feel like I saw it and it's like, that's weird. Gotta put him back in, my bad. Spurt. Is it Spurt?
Yeah, mechanically, the mechanical Sparrow, I think it must have been the Hex.
Spurt is 0 years old. That's who it is.
There we go.
Second youngest.
Yeah,
is
Dinar in the actual campaign is not old.
19?
Yeah. 19 physically, or 19 mentally, anyway.
Yeah. 11 days. That's good.
So young.
That's Chris Perkins OC, correct?
Who?
Spurt.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Chat, confirm, please.
But yeah, the Sparrow
Look, seems
is
pretty
getting
good.
shredded, I think, by the Hex. I think the Hex is stacking.
Confirmed Perkins.
Man, that's awesome.
It was Critical Role.
Ah.
Yeah. We could pull in Mercer's character from C-Team. That was a very cool guest.
Oh,
Hangout.
the cat?
Yeah, he came in.
Yeah.
Just was a badass cat for like an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Just a cool
it's all
cat,
good.
and then he had to jump in
He's like-
he had to jump in a car and
Yep.
go to the airport.
Wild times.
No. Yeah, I like hanging out with him. We'll do something together eventually.
He's very handsome.
Oh, for sure.
How is our Tuesday? My Tuesday's going pretty good. I have a mustache today, and I didn't yesterday.
And it sneaks up on you.
It does.
I'm under the
Sneaks up on
impression.
a lot of people.
I like hanging out with Nika and Moo. Nika is my pal. I am a fan and have been for a very long time.
I feel like I've missed Nika at the past 2 PAXs.
Well, she hasn't been to the last couple.
Okay,
So yeah, it's not your fault.
it's not me.
Yeah, she's got. It was just her optimism. Yeah, Nikasaur, exactly right. Yeah.
Yes, Nikasaur. There are certain questions I want to ask you, just don't know if it's okay to discuss
Oh, for sure.
currently.
Yeah.
So pretend that I asked you something cool, and chat was like, ooh, about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Moo. I have similar experiences.
I feel
With
like
Nika?
I feel like that is definitely a thing that I've seen many people do. Is like, oh, I met Nika while very drunk at the bar at PAX, and it's like, hell yeah, that's where you find Nika.
Same. Yeah,
If you
exactly.
wanna hang out with Nika
It's like
afterwards, there, she'll show you a good time.
that's her dark domain.
You'll get some really good compliments too. I feel like every time I get nice compliments, she told me I smelled nice recently, and it changed my life.
Yeah. Yeah. And now it's like, yeah.
No, I was like,
All right.
I appreciate that. It did change my cologne.
Yeah, see, Angus drunken at PAX is also how I met Nika.
There you go.
For sure. Sometimes Nika will come up to me at a PAX and she will have a drink in her hand for me. And it's like, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve any of this.
That's very good. My then girlfriend, now wife. That's perfect.
Oh, yep, this is you're describing a deeply Nikan scenario. Tarot decks.
Good.
See, everybody has had
Oh
these
my god, everyone knows.
incredible Nika experiences.
Someone should clip this for Nika.
Oh, listen, Maige's like, you can always see Nika if you're drunk. I hadn't even considered
I
it.
love that.
She's generated, this
There's
is going to be
lore.
a Tyler Durden situation.
Yeah,
Like, there's
exactly.
no Nika at all.
It's like as soon as it touches your lips.
No, it's like Joe Rogan DMT type thing where it's like everybody does DMT.
Everyone has a snake god.
And they see this feathered snake. He's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Get out of here. It's my house.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the only thing anybody's ever experienced on DMT.
Yeah, the only thing.
Nika is just something we've all agreed to see while drunk.
As soon as it touches the lips.
So Nika's coming from inside the house?
It's good too.
Yeah, the material component is vodka. As long as you got the vodka, you can find a Nika.
I like to think that there's Nikas across the world as well.
Franchises?
It would be, right?
Franchises?
Well, I mean, it would be, but it's like, how does this culture view Nika?
Oh, yeah, no, well, yeah, what's their Nika?
Yeah,
what's
like,
a Finnish Nika?
Exactly. Because I know things get kind of weird in the Krampus zone, right? Like,
oh, yeah.
So
it's like they have like an anti-Santa,
Nika's the absinthe fairy.
anti-Claus.
I like that. Nika International, like Mothman.
Yeah. It's like something to do. It's like, so what's your chupacabra? Well, we don't have one at all. Our goats are fine. Like
Yeah, our goats is tight.
we don't have a chupacabra.
Yeah.
We have chupa chups.
We do
We
have
don't-
Chupa Chups.
Yeah, but we don't have like the goat vampire.
We do have a few, like, I feel like it's kind of a, well, we have Sasquatch slash
Jersey Devil.
But yeah, we got Jersey Devil, Dover Demon, a few cryptoids out in that zone. I feel like the northern...
The Dover what?
The Dover Demon.
Is that a type?
Yes.
Is that one of them?
The Dover Demon exists in Dover, Delaware, right?
That sounds
That's
like
a place.
That sounds like a. They have gritty.
They have Gritty. They have Gritty. I love that. The only reason I know of the Dover Demon is because there was a comic book called Proof that I absolutely love. There's only 6 issues. My favorite illustrator, and it's about cryptoids. So I'm very much into cryptoids, but it's about Proof is the name of Sasquatch, and he is an agent trying to find and protect other cryptids. So the first episode's about Chupacabra. Second one's like thunder lizards.
And you got the trade?
Yeah, I got the trades. The art's
Is it signed?
If you look in my office, the custom like Sandman paintings are by the artist.
Well, there you go.
Like, we have a relationship at this point. I absolutely love that art, but there's a Dover Demon in there, and he is creepy as fuck. He kind of can like see the future, so he tells people like when they're gonna die at times, and they're like, "What the fuck, man?" It's good.
Well, I guess again, it says Dover Demon. Sounds like they heard about the Jersey Devil and wanted to sell some T-shirts.
Probably.
I mean, that's
Dover
what
Mass.
it feels like.
The show, it's not a show, it's a trade
Proof.
series called Proof. Yeah.
What? Do you know how I knew that you were into cryptids?
How'd you know I was into cryptoids?
Because you're using that word.
Okay.
It's like
it's very specific.
Once you move
Instead
into
of
the
saying
jargon,
mythological creatures.
or something ironic like creachoid,
Yes.
right? As soon as
You would say creature.
yeah, you just like you take that one step off into the deep end.
Yeah.
And now you're like, well, cryptids is a terminology that
Cryptozoology.
it's designed as a catch-all
I
term.
actually am an admin at r/cryptozoology.
Yeah, exactly. Well, one of them. I mean, one of them.
The good one. Don't go over to Hank's. Because it's the worst.
Oh, I love to say creachoid.
Creachoid is pretty solid.
Oh, I say creachoid constantly. Creachoid.
You oid a lot
I've
of
used it in
things.
a couple games.
Like on stage / here.
In general,
In this
just
house?
in my life, I have some. Yeah, I have some go-to words that I like, and that's
They're
I'm
not even
ashamed.
necessarily go-to words as such. As they are like modifiers to words that exist.
Suffixes.
Yes, exactly. That's the word that I was looking for, which you would know. Nerd.
Caboose.
Caboose. Word cabooses, right?
Also works. Lobstrosity.
Lobstrosity is very good too.
Lobstrosity is A+.
Go-to names. Creachoid, delicious. What other things?
Yeah, Steve is a classic. Steve's a go-to. Mm-hmm. In the strip, for years, any random person was Steve. They're like name tags and shit.
Yeah. Steve has name. Do you find that there is Steve your default I guess character that doesn't matter in either comic or write and
Yeah,
work.
Steve is always ready.
Yeah. Is Steve like I think red shirt, right?
Yeah,
Red shirt, you're gonna die.
exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
cool.
It's not safe to be named Steve.
Yeah. So if you ever see a Steve in Ironwood Works in the future,
Yeah, exactly.
Probably not
Feel
gonna make it.
confident that you don't have to invest a lot.
yeah, don't roll a Steve. Scuba Steve. No Steve matters. Wow. Lobstrosity, where's the hot butter sauce? Injected. Whatchamacallits?
Oh, Continuum. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Continuum's very good.
That's
we
Jerry all the time.
We created a shirt and sold money based off things that you said, like Imagine a Dark.
Yeah.
Because it was extremely.
Yeah. Imagine a Dark theme.
Do you feel like ever since that's been pointed out in merchandise that you say it less, or you still kind of lean into it?
No, it's just that whenever I say it now, I'm just conscious that that is something that is true.
Yeah, and then Chad goes wild spamming the ooh emote.
I have used it a couple times. It's very spooky. The Imagine a Dark in the theater
Ostensibly.
always has an ooh associated with it,
That's a
which
good
is
one, too.
ostensibly. Yeah, that's another classic too.
I've never used that one because I don't know what it actually means. Is it related to checking your pulse?
Yeah. Fantasy Steve is my OTP.
Fantasy Steve's very good. Imagine a Dark Green Flame.
God, Moo, when I said Imagine a Dark Taco Bell, I mean, what was I talking about?
I know of a Dark Taco Bell.
I mean, that's a lot of them.
I know of a few Dark Taco Bells.
I know there is a legitimately dark Jack in the Box on 80th and Aurora.
Oh yeah.
That Jack in the Box is haunted as fuck.
I've never been to J and the B before in my life.
Really?
I don't know if I should go to that one. It seems cursed.
I wouldn't go to that one.
Yeah.
That one is locked during the day. You can drive through.
Oh.
But for a while, you could not go into it physically.
That's a terrible vibe. Taco Bell Underdark. I cannot remember, only that Chris whispered fourth meal. That is so good.
Yeah, he knows the terms.
Explain this J and the B to me. If
We
I
wanna
were to
know.
go for the first time,
Oh my God, it's so good.
I'm told it's not. But
Well,
Ooh,
I
Taco
don't know.
Bell. That's very good.
Maybe I had Taco Bell. Maybe I have. So for me,
Okay.
the go-to item, and I was haunted to learn this.
Tacos? Is it?
Well, Taco Bell,
No.
they have the chili cheese burrito.
Sorry. Chili cheese burrito is incredible.
Yeah, but it's,
I can talk about Taco Bell for a long time.
and we will.
Okay.
So
Welcome to Taco Talk.
there's no chili in it.
There's just meat that has a flavored sauce in it, right?
I think that it's like that. I think that it's like that chili dog sauce.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
I think
like,
that-
meat is the chili, but
But there's no. It's just in there.
well, there's no chili
hot.
in chili cheese Fritos, and that is a flavor I associate with chili cheese.
Yeah, exactly. So you just eat it and you know right away.
Yeah. I love that item.
Yeah.
You're on it.
Moo Kiko says the same thing.
What's
He
that?
says that there's no good Mexican food.
Yeah. I'll listen to him. There's a few spots I like that will give me a burrito, but
Yes. No, I like tacos. I think Taco Suemas is. They've got a good burrito.
what's that? Taco,
Taco Suemas?
where's that?
Gosh, they have one out in West Seattle. They have one over by Green Lake.
Okay, well that's close to me.
Opposite side. It's worth it.
All right.
You can get a tongue burrito.
All right.
You know?
No. I fuck with it. I live right by Chupacabra though, so it's hard for me to go too far because it's actually pretty decent.
Oh,
I don't know if
you
you've
could
been
do.
to Chupacabra.
I'm down. You could do much worse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But Jack in the Box, what's the item? What do I get?
Like the go-to item?
Maybe.
I mean, for me-
And optionally, I'm told that it's like a 2 a.m. scenario, right? Like I don't want to go when it's light out.
Well, I'm saying that you're just going to go there. Whenever you go there, it's. It's.
It's hungry.
You don't necessarily need to be proud. I mean, but
It's not a prize.
the sourdough
I
jack.
might not tell anybody besides you.
The sourdough jack is
STJ.
a genuinely comforting toasted puck.
Okay, so it's like a Texas toast.
Here, I'll show
Okay. I mean, sourdough, yeah. You'll need some Wawa. If I had a Wawa or Sheetz nearby, I would spend more money.
you. Yeah, here, I'll show you what
eat
it means.
worse.
So the
That's for sure.
the sourdough jack is a.
Shout out to Sheetz. Shout out to Wawa. No hate on either.
Here. So this is the sourdough jack.
That is a puck.
It have mayo. I hate mayonnaise.
You hate mayonnaise?
This sandwich.
I don't get that from you.
The mayonnaise is good and proper.
Okay.
It have bacon.
Okay.
It have cheese.
I do love cheese.
And then it has the toasted sourdough round.
That's the secret.
It's exquisite.
I'm having fajita tank.
Oh, it's, yeah, Gray the Odd, high five from across the internet. So good.
Favorite fast food
What
sandwich?
is Wawa?
Right. A Wawa is a magical convenience store that sounds like the future, but they have a made-to-order thing where you just tap on a computer and they'll make you a list this big of
A
shit.
computer will make you a sandwich?
Well, not the computer, but you interface the computer and then a person in the back will make you the thing.
Oh, okay.
However, they're really pretty solid, like deli sandwiches, tacos, burritos. Like it's like everything you want, but you customize per item. So you're like lettuce, tomato, onion. Like it's very specific per, so you can get very down to like scientific with your sandwiches.
Will it remember your order?
I don't know. I don't know if that technology exists.
Because I mean,
when I
is
was
it like
at
a Coke
Sheetz,
Freestyle type thing? It's like.
Oh, are there like logins and accounts on Coke?
I have the app.
No, I know. I figured you did. You just touch it.
I don't fuck around.
You scan.
When I
How
see,
does it work?
When I see
a freestyle machine.
A freestyle machine.
You know your own.
Yeah.
Why don't we have one at pennyarcade.com?
God, that's a great idea. I fucking love that. It's so important to me. I've tried to explain this to Mike before, and he just doesn't get it.
I get it now, but I didn't a year ago. But when I was on keto and I was not having sugar at all.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, obviously the freestyle machine is like a.
No. The freestyle machine has so many sugar-free options that you can add into drinks
and
that
flavors.
you wouldn't. Yeah, so many sugar-free options that you can add into plenty of diet sodas that they have. So it's actually very
there you
good
go.
for that. So shouts out.
Ryan has strong opinions about Sheetz. What's a sheet?
Sheetz is a Wawa.
For lack of a better term?
A little bit more west.
Oh, okay.
So like PA is mostly Wawa with a little bit of Sheetz, and Ohio's mostly Sheetz with no Wawa.
Oh, okay.
In my experience. I do that. I used to do that drive to Jersey all the time. And I think Jersey is Wawa, or is it Sheetz?
Ghostly, don't tempt a motherfucker, man.
How hard would it be to get a Ghostly?
It wouldn't be hard at all. It would be the easiest thing on earth.
So those things they must have.
You must be able to rent them.
You have to be able to rent them.
And have them served.
Or purchase. I guess you would just rent, because I'm assuming they're a lot.
Well, see, but Agaris lives in PA and has never even heard of a Wawa.
That sounds blasphemic to me. Is that the word? Blasphemous?
Blasphemism.
Blasphemic. The Bloodhound Gang has a song about Wawa.
Oh,
They're from PA.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Where the fuck do you live?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Moo's coming out.
Damn. Some fists are gonna be flying. Damn, no Wawa or Sheetz. They're actually pretty good. They were like around college were very important to me, because like get a cheap
It's the
sub,
spot.
throw everything on it, like, and you'll make it up.
Oh, and it's more calories.
Yeah.
So you can live longer type situation.
Yeah, definitely live longer. Except at that point, I probably didn't need that many more calories. Arizona tea on the side, loved it.
God bless you, Asmati. You deserve that taco. I would, honestly.
Those Sheetz in Ohio, yeah, there was at least them around the Akron area.
Oh, Gliding wants to know who else is available in Minsk slot.
Let's give it a good old check. Pretty much everyone besides Black Viper and Jim, it looks like. If you think either of them, if anyone else is worth slotting in, I just don't know if they will take over the Warden spot, but if you think anything's good. There's a Wawa in Florida? What?
I think Warden is going to help as soon as something with a high HP comes in.
Yeah.
I think the Hex.
The Hex is going to be big.
Yeah.
Things aren't really staying on screen long enough. They do get the Hex, you can kind of see there's like a purple slash that goes through them. And that, I believe, indicates the Hex.
The truth is, these tanks have never. They've never been engaged.
We're gonna mix. I know doctors say you shouldn't mix beverages, but I'm doing it here.
What?
2 potions at once.
Are you crazy?
I know a lot of people don't do it, but maybe we'll do 3.
Well, yeah, it's just like what happened to
4
Steve.
potions.
It's like what happened to Steve.
4 potions. What happened to Steve?
Well, he took 4 potions, and I had to drive him to minor emergency.
Yeah.
Like at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's a tough time too.
It's fun until it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. What did the doctor have to do?
Just talk to him.
The longest needle, just extract out of his stomach.
This won't take any time.
Yeah. That's unbecoming of a police officer. You're right.
3 chicken dinners.
It's fake.
Yeah, if you fucking pause that sounds like old Steve 4 potions.
That's gonna mess up your junk. Yeah, my junk's super messed up right now. My favorite part about playing this stream is I go home and then start Idle Champions, and then I forgot that I just juiced my friends up, so they're just like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Mage says that the speed is capped at. It says 4 speed, like 4 speed potions is a waste.
Well, I would say it's a waste set for the flex of having all 4 in the corner.
Yeah. It's
like this is mostly like.
It's about the stories people are going to tell online, right?
Yeah, they're my Jordans, and I need you to know that.
It's for the TikTok.
I have to do 4 potions every day just to get even.
Yeah.
Wake up, potion. Breakfast, potion.
Breakfast potion.
Breakfast potion.
Yeah, I mean, you drink the right potion.
Yeah, it's not the wrong one.
Potion pods.
Oh, God. Where's Ryan?
The whiskey pods.
Has Ryan talked about the whiskey pods on stream a lot?
No.
Your kids in your TikTok. That's good.
Has he been thinking about it? Has he been thinking about it a lot?
He's been talking to me about it a lot, but I feel like it would have come in at some point, so I don't want to spoil any content, but he's passionate about these whiskey pods, or scotch pods, right?
Passionate like yes, or passionate like I'm mad at this?
I think he's yes.
That's very surprising.
How do you feel about him?
I think it's weird. I get it. I mean,
do you think they exist to make people mad?
I don't know. Ah!
Or do they exist is it like accessibility? All right, we're gonna
listen, I'm telling you.
We did it. We got to 275.
You ate this up. Yeah, the whiskey gushers, exactly right.
Whiskey gushers.
So, I'd be curious to see if gliding is onto anything with Caddy for Vanya.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it.
Up top?
Caddy is in gym slot. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what happens.
Man, Jim is going real fast.
Yeah, they all get kind of, oops, that's not the right one. So, Chat, I need spec help.
Yeah.
I say living like Glenway. You would Chainsaw Gothic. You would hit that. Category crits, does more damage, attacks faster. So it's attack speed or
zone
crits.
I see a lot of zones.
All right, in the zone. All right, so 91 is our current, and our bud's 87.
$95, $96. Look, we gotta call that an increase.
Yep, it worked out.
Holy shit. That's a substantial increase.
That worked out.
Yeah, nice.
Hey, Brooks.
Yeah.
Welcome to the end of the stream. Bye.
Yeah. Strong play there, gliding. Holy shit.
Yeah,
and one move, one character?
I like that this whole time, like, formation's been great, and they're like, who do you have? Let's put him in the slot back.
Yeah,
Boom.
and then it jumps
Crazy.
up 5.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Whiskey pods feel like they should be on airplanes. They do.
Yeah, because I have seen the same technology, those little membranes used for the idea that you store water. It's like a sanitary water storage type thing. I totally get that. I mean, and if you like to drink, I don't know.
The cheersing with pods is unique for sure, right?
For me, when I think about it, I know that membrane is going to be in there somewhere in my craw.
Yeah, it's going to have to break down. How do you think the seams are? That's the part that
razor sharp.
Yeah, I feel like you could cut a gum wide open.
Oh yeah. You go to jail. Time release coating. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It melts. It actually melts into nothing. Okay.
Do you drink it like a soup dumpling? Yeah, do you pierce it and then suck it out? No, I bet it's, I'm told it's just a melt in your mouth, not in your hands type situation.
The usage scenario I have seen involves it going into the craw hole.
The one video I saw that Glenn Levet put out.
Yeah. Put him in with the watch.
All right, so you can see now we're actually having to do some fights here.
Oh, so we got there.
We're about at the 300 zone.
That one was quick.
They are staying on on a bit more. See that Dritz.
So these tanks finally have to work. Yeah. So basically, as you hit to 300, that's when you're starting to talk about active champions, right?
Yes. That's when you're just popping your alts as you know as you need them. At this point, you wouldn't even really click anymore. I would just take that beholder off of those buttons and just press them myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just totally no waste, right?
Mr. Bad Breath, if you want, actually anybody might enjoy this. If you want to have a good time, for a good time call, go to the Jones Soda page on Wikipedia, and it has the lists of all their holiday flavors.
Ooh, so have
you ever seen those?
Jerry, I have a background here, and
you do?
Maybe it's something that we can do for a stream. But since their very first one, I collected them, and I have them stored at my house in Ohio.
I'm so glad.
I have years of them, and my mom has desperately wanted me to throw them out. I was like, no, they're gonna be worth money one day. They're definitely not, and they're probably very sedimented, but
there's an official petition
to
reinstate the holiday sodas.
I have so many of them from years in a row.
So I'm just gonna
starting in like 03.
I'm just gonna throw out a few of the flavors. Moo, I am exactly the same fucking way. Alaska used to have Jones Soda on the flight.
Did they? I guess that makes sense, right?
Fucking
Seattle?
green apple.
Yeah.
It's killer. Okay, that was my land soda.
Oh, nice.
So for me...
Me too, actually. The only...
That cream soda, oh.
I was a MF Grape kind of guy.
Oh, it's killer,
There
right?
was one gas station that had a taco hut, and it was the only place in Ohio that I knew of that sold Jones, and I'd go there. We'd go and try just to get Jones.
Oh, yeah. Here, so get a load of this. Get a load of this. Here's just a few flavors from the holiday specials. Turkey soda, gravy soda.
Surprisingly.
Green bean soda.
Was not good.
Brussels sprout and prosciutto soda.
Throw up on that one.
Herb stuffing soda.
If I remember that one right, it was the worst.
Salmon pate, broccoli casserole.
Didn't try that one.
Dinner roll, antacid.
Love that.
Eggnog. I'm into it.
No.
I'm into it.
If it's not thick and it's called eggnog,
yeah.
I'm gonna have a problem
Licorice.
with it.
Here's the Seahawks collector pack. Sweat, turf, dirt, sports cream.
I'm glad that my mustache isn't in default of a frown.
Yeah, ham.
I just have to stay straight.
Oh, latke from 2007.
Don't have latke. Do I? Don't think so.
Ham, for God's sake.
I have a ham one, I promise you. If you want me to get them shipped here and imbibe them on stream, if they don't murder us, it could be a possible stream. But
you know me, I'll eat anything on this goddamn
I know. You'll
stream.
Put it right in the craw.
You know about it already. Okay, so look, dude, it seems like this team is ready to make it. It's ready to go all the way.
They're gonna get decently far.
Yeah, they have this shit on farm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 350. The thing is the next one you need to get to 325, so we'd only just be cutting it close, making it if we were on that. Because like the next patron challenge was.
But they want that's what they wanted anyway.
Yeah.
And it seems like
so
this.
it looks like I can do it. The modifier is slightly different. I think it's really just like one more dex up or down or something.
Well, here, I mean, let's see if they can crush 325.
Okay.
Right? I mean, it'll only take a second.
I think we got it. Without active championing.
So here comes the bosses.
Nailed it.
Dude, those fucking tieflings got shredded.
Yeah.
Those specters got devoured.
Big ol' F for those specters.
No, absolutely. Precious chat.
Thanks, chat.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us for the last couple hours.
You hung out, you helped us learn.
No, we learned a lot.
Figured out formations.
Anyone in this chat came away with real knowledge that they can use to improve their lives. Of course, thanks to Dwab, thanks to Ghost on the decks, thanks to Codename Entertainment for sponsoring the stream. And don't forget, tomorrow, come 4 o'clock, we're moving into the end game for Season 3 of the C Team. Come by, hang out,
scary stuff.
See what's going on in Dinar's hometown. Until next time.
We'll be back next week.
We will.
Same place. See you around.